right, today we're talking about a company called Neuro AI, and they're making a pretty bold claim that they've built something called an autonomous execution stack that's set to completely change how businesses get things done.
So let's just jump right in with the question they're posing, and it is a big one. What if the entire foundation of your company's AI strategy is actually built on a lie?
So, what is this lie they're talking about? Well, Nuru calls it the execution gap. And it's this huge, massive chasm, right? It's the space between getting a brilliant AI generated recommendation and actually turning that recommendation into real, tangible action for your business. It's the gap between insight and actual impact.
And look, this gap, it's not just some small annoyance. It is a black hole for your budget. A staggering 60% of enterprise software spending gets completely wasted on what's called shadow IT. You know what that is? It's all those clunky, unapproved workarounds and manual processes that teams have to invent just to get the job done. And here's why this matters so much right now. The clock is ticking, loudly. Right this second, using AI the right way gives you a serious, almost unfair advantage. But the thing is, in just 8 to 14 months, it's not going to be an advantage anymore. It's going to be a basic requirement, just to keep your head above water. This is where Near's whole philosophy just changes the game. Their entire premise, and you gotta really let this one sink in, is we're not using AI to help you work, we're using it to replace work entirely. So how in the world do they do that? Well, it all comes down to this one key difference. See, most of the market, they're focused on orchestration. That's basically just coordinating AI prompts to give you insights. It's the what. But Nuru, they're focused on execution. Their systems deploy autonomous AI agents. Think of them like a digital workforce. They don't just recommend an action, they actually take the action. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But what does this whole execution model actually deliver in the real world? Let's take a look at what they're calling the neural performance delta. And the results? They're not just small improvements, they are absolutely exponential. Just look at these numbers from their clients. A 420% increase in finding qualified prospects, a 290% increase in identifying off-market real estate deals, and get this, a 95% elimination of simple tasks just falling through the cracks. This is what execution looks like. So, what's the takeaway here? It means Neura isn't just selling you another piece of software to add to your stack. No, they're offering an engine for building an unassailable competitive advantage in whatever market you're in. I think maybe the best way to wrap your head around it is this. While all your competitors are getting super excited about AI that can write a decent email, you'll be running an AI that actually closes the deal. So, if you're ready to close that execution gap for good, the message is pretty clear. It's time to gain your own unassailable advantage. You can see how over at neuronaut.com.